friends. Hey! Woo! Oh, happy Tuesday. I always wonder when it comes to saying, like, what day is it? It's Tuesday.
Yeah, and the weeks are going so quick again, almost end of January. So,
I know, mental, isn't it?
It is absolutely madness. So,
madness. So, hello to anyone that's watching. Give us a shout. Let us know. We have Lucie, our fabulous Lucie, in the house, which is amazing. We haven't done one of these together yet, have we? So,
no, first time.
First time. So, yes. So, Lucie is in our Really Online program. When did you join it?
It was last year, because I think it was it on your May self-doubt to all out? I was on that. So I found you, it just kind of came up on Facebook like these things do.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, this looks interesting. And then went on the challenge and just blew my mind. I mean, you know what I was like a blubbering mess by the end of it. So lots of tissues, lots of tears, lots of aha moments. And I kind of, like everybody does, you grapple with your conscience about money and can I afford to do this and all that sort of thing. And I just thought, do you know what? This is for me. This is something I want to do. And it's something I want to do to increase my confidence, to develop what I've learned already from you guys.
Yeah.
Also had done a lot of work with the sort of Mike Dooley and Louise Hay side of things.
Yeah.
So I kind of got the gist and I knew about the positivity and the universe. But you guys were just so funny and so supportive and just so like reachable and not stuck up or anything like that. And you saw like troopers, which I thought was great. So
hey, well,
probably shouldn't admit that. So yeah.
I love that. But that's amazing. It's amazing that you, like you say, you'd already read books and was exploring that, but then decided that now was your time, right? You were going to invest in yourself.
Invest in myself. I mean, we're in the process of buying a house, so otherwise I would have gone for the full on. But hello, Beth. But I mean, haven't done as much of it as I want to, for various reasons, menopause and HRT. So and getting a new job. So one of the things that came out of it was it did really increase my confidence. The cancel, delete thing has been incredible in my life. And beforehand I'd sort of go into meetings and feel, oh God, there's lots of senior people, but now I feel loads more confident. And I was offered a job just pretty much out of the blue by my boss in August. And it's a challenging job, but it's what I'd wanted. It's what I'd put out to the university. I'm looking for something a bit more challenging and develop myself as a manager. And came back off holiday. She booked a meeting. She said, "Oh, do you fancy trying this?" And I went, "Yeah." It's been such. I mean, I wouldn't have accepted or even thought about it before doing this course. Yes, it does need to be on a t-shirt, seriously, and on mugs and on everything, basically. So yeah, it's just, I mean, even friends have commented my confidence is a lot higher, and I think without it as well, what I've been going through the last few months with menopause and whatever has really helped too. So it's not just one area of your life it touches everywhere, really. So it's just, I can't really explain. It blows my mind.
I love that. It's amazing though that, like you say, because you feel more confident than your boss. Oh, do you fancy doing this? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and we've had conversations about imposter syndrome and all sorts of things, and you don't expect that from somebody that's really high up. You just don't imagine what other people are going through, and you just sometimes just having those tools behind you and the work on yourself is hard. I'm not going to lie. Some of those challenges and some of those exercises really dig deep to the point where you just go, oh my God. But as you know, it just makes such a huge difference.
Yeah, which not for the faint heart. Like Donna and I don't just awful phrase, polished turd. Polished turd. Like we don't just do, like things sparkle over a shiny surface and just do that. We don't do it, right? We go in.
Yeah.
We go deep, because you have to go in deep to understand what's going on so that you can then start to build back out, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the belief system that you have when you go into this is something you kind of don't think about. Once you start digging, you realize why you react to certain things a certain way, why you do things a certain way, what's happened in your life, how it might have affected you. And yeah, it's just, it is really interesting and insightful, and so many aha moments. And doing this with other people from the original challenge has been amazing as well. So you sort of make friends, and you sort of like get to know people. So it is like it's like a huge community, I guess, everybody looking out for everybody else, and it's so friendly and helpful as well.
That's what I was going to say, like tell everyone what you've experienced being part of the community, right? Because we've got a private Facebook group, everyone's in the radio online with unlimited, we'll go live every month, right? So we're in there every month. You've got access to your members every month, but like what's it like being part of that community when you're all on the same journey?
It's surprising. It's comforting. It's just like a warmth. It's lovely because you've got people, like-minded people, who want to grow, who want to expand, who want to learn, but who are also all there rooting for each other and supporting each other. And some people have been through some horrific journeys. I mean, we've all got our story, we've all got our history, some more challenging and horrific than others. And it kind of makes you feel like you're not alone. You are there with people who are going to support you and help you, and you throw ideas out, and it's just, honestly, it's just like mind expanding without drugs or alcohol.
High, a natural high on life rather than
Absolutely, that's a good way of describing it. Actually, it makes you, it just kind of gives you a buzz, and it gives you sort of energy and purpose as well, which is really nice.
I love that. How would you describe yourself when you joined the challenge in May? So it was self-doubt all out, wasn't it, right? The moment it was done. So it was the first time I'd done it. So when you joined, how would you describe yourself when you joined self-doubt all out last year?
I thought I was a confident person. You sort of think you're a one thing, and then you sort of see this thing come up that says, sort of imposter syndrome. And me being inquisitive, and I did part of my degree was in psychology, so I find it fascinating. And then once you start to dig, you realise that there's a lot of things deeper that affect you, and that you can improve, you can work with. Oh, it's Donna. And yeah, I mean, I think I was just basically in my infancy of where I wanted to be, and it's always going to be a journey, I think, for everybody. So yeah, I was in a good place, but I wasn't the best me, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
the best version.
I love that, because I was the same, right? So I didn't know I had imposter syndrome when I had imposter syndrome. I only realised when we set this business up and really started talking about imposter syndrome that I'd actually had it. So when you said that you believed you were caught, because if anyone had come to me, right, back in corporate and said, like, you lack confidence, I would have laughed at them, right? I didn't know that I had imposter syndrome. So when you say you felt confident, what was it that then you realised, your aha moment that made you realise that you had work to do? Does that make sense? Have I explained myself properly?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like when you start to analyse how you do react to certain situations. So if you've got a big presentation, or you've got a big meeting with all the senior people, and for me, I was okay about it, but I always had a little bit of like, okay, really don't like these. But now I don't even think about it. I'm just go in there and I do my thing, and but beforehand it was always a little bit of dread, that type of thing. It's just when you look back, you can see, or I can see, how much this has affected me and improved and given me those tools to sort of cope with different situations. And like I said, the cancel, delete. That you need to trademark that, because it's amazing. It's helped me on a few occasions where I've just been getting myself in a spin at work, and I go, right, just calm down, just sort of take it down a notch, and it really works.
I love that.
Oh, bless her.
And it is a goal. It's a reframe in the moment, isn't it? But you have been committed to work through the program as well, because like you say, cancel is amazing to reframe. Yeah. You have really embraced the online program, being able to work it around your life, but actually, like you say, done the deep work to then have some realization, so you can start to build again. It's a combination of everything, right? The working through the work, being part of the community and feeling supported, like you said, and warm and cheerleaded, and then obviously then you're being able to in the moment use these techniques, right?
Absolutely. Isn't it? Yeah, and I know I've got a lot more work to do over the last few months since I took the new job on. I haven't had as much time. I haven't made as much time, let it put it that way. It has been fairly mad. But I have read the book. So I got the book and I committed to that, and I've read it through, and I'm now starting to go through the exercises. So there's so many different ways of, as they say, how many ways are there to eat an elephant? You do it a little bit at a time, don't you? You take a piece, and I think sometimes it can be quite overwhelming. So I try to be, kind to myself and say, okay, you haven't got as far as you initially wanted, but you are where you're supposed to be at the moment.
Love it.
And you have to be kind, especially with things going on in your life. And so, reading the book was great. And I've started to read a Gabrielle Bernstein book, which you guys recommended as well. And that's really good as well. It's there's so much out there to help people. I think that's the thing. And your program is so accessible, so friendly, so open, and just you encourage all the time, and that's lovely, and it helps so many people. So
I love that. Thank you. I love that. And and this is what we do. Like, I'm just noticing when we're having this conversation, you can see how and hear how much work you've done on your language, right? You notice in the moment, right? Which is where you get to. So we start off, like you say, with all of this stuff. We're talking to ourselves, our imposter, like we're not even tuned into the shit that we're saying to ourselves, right?
Yeah.
And now you're like nearly a year on, you're moving house, you've got a promotion, you're feeling more confident, but you can see and hear, right, when you're telling your story, that you're noticing when you're saying something in your language and you're reframing in the moment. Like that's where you've come from and got to by doing the work. And reading the book is doing the work, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you have to always be in the program. You show up to the calls, you're always supporting in the group, and reading the book, it's all work, right? It's all work. You're still doing it, and you can see and hear it.
I guess with your own self, you don't notice it as much because you are yourself and you kind of just get on day to day. And it's just, when I look back and I think about the video I did originally, I can feel and see the difference in myself just even on video. It's kind of weird. I don't like being on video. I know a lot of people don't. So when Yvonne asked me to do this, first thing I did was like, it was like panic mode. And then I thought, do you know what? And I did the cancel, delete.
Good.
And I thought about it logically, and I thought, no, it's sharing. It's just telling people about the program, how brilliant it is, and what they can get from it. And you will get abundance and lots of unicorn magic and sparkles and all sorts of things. And
I love that.
It's all good.
I love that. And you've got your unicorn in the background, right? So everyone look to the back, the unicorn.
Right in the corner.
They can stay. Your hair matches the colour of the unicorn.
Actually, it doesn't. It's just my my cam. It's not burgundy. It often comes up as purple, but
it looks like you are becoming an actual unicorn.
I would actually quite like to become a unicorn, but I think the spike might be a bit a bit dangerous. But yeah, it's no. I feel so much calmer, I guess, in myself as well. And life does throw you challenges, and it's never plain sailing. But it is a lot about how you react to it and react to situations. And one of the other things I really have learned from you and Donna is, if somebody is being not particularly pleasant to you or something's happening, the thing that makes me think is they are doing the best they can with what they know now. And that has really helped as well, because people can be unpleasant at times. So again, reframing that does help.
I love that.
So there's so many.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, go on. No, go on.
No, go on.
No, there's just so many like hints, tips, aha moments, and unfortunately, I couldn't go to the challenge last week, but I have been to 2, and I will go to the next one. It just every time you go, you learn something different. So
definitely, and I love that like you say, it's NLP, isn't it? So it's trying to understand that we live in our map of the world and other people live in theirs, and everyone is making a positive intention, has a positive intention with the resources they have available. Might be different resources you have available, but that's what's going on for them right now, and it just helps to deflect some of that anger, judgment that we have in certain situations. So I love again that you've got that in play. Like literally, you're amazing, right?
I wouldn't say that, but
no, but when you're saying you're calm, like you can feel it. You can feel the calm, the confidence, just this presence, your language, like you can see, hear, and feel it, right? So what would you say? What would you say to anyone? So we've got until Friday if people can sign up for the program. We've got 2 bonuses available now, and we've got an epic bonus coming for everyone that signs up, right?
Right.
Which is coming later this week. What would you say to people? Well, we're offering it for £12 times £97 a month.
Yeah,
£97 a month for 12 months. Sorry. What would you say to someone if they're sitting thinking?
I would say it's a huge investment, but it's a really amazing investment. It's giving something to you to develop, to grow, to address things that perhaps are holding you back. I mean, I'm not perfect, and I've got loads of work to still do on certain blocks, and I sit in the whole, if something makes you feel uncomfortable, you go back and work out what is it that's making you feel uncomfortable. So this program will give you a community, it will give you encouragement, it will give you growth, it will give you positivity, it will give you confidence. If you're looking to sort of set up a business, there's all sorts of things around that in terms of links and support. And these guys know lots of other coaches. They're not just, okay, we're the only coach in the world, because they're not. They have their own coaches as well. It is magical, and it is, I would say go for it. Just do it and invest and give yourself something back, because we all work really hard, and we all, life can be tough at times. So it is a present to yourself, really.
I love that. A present. Give yourself a present, right?
Yeah.
Well, it is, right? We sit and say, £97 a month's a lot of money. And it is, but then it's about giving yourself a present, because we would spend that. We spend that much money on things that we don't need, on cups of coffee, on, like stuff that isn't really that important to us. We do. Like sometimes we waste it. I love that. Give yourself a present. Like it's time to put yourself first.
Yeah, and invest in you, your future, and it's not just you that benefits from this. It's your family, your friends, everybody around you, even your work colleagues. It's like a pebble in a pond, and it just keeps going. So yeah, I don't think about it to do it. I wouldn't. If I could go back, I would have done it earlier. I really wish I'd found you guys earlier, but you know, you are where you're supposed to be, aren't you? So
yes, exactly where you're meant to be right now.
Yeah, exactly. So
amazing.
There's so many amazing people in the group. You know, the Kat, she's an amazing one to talk to. Rebecca, Ali. There's just people who, as Donna says, just do it. It's like I'm not allowed to say the just do it sign, but it's an investment. It's a gift. In fact, it's more of a gift than a present.
Yeah,
I
love that.
So it's. I know people will think about it and worry and stuff, but like you said, if you count up how many times you buy a coffee, how many times you buy that pair of shoes that you sit in the wardrobe, you don't really wear them anymore, that type of thing.
Yeah,
it is worth that investment. So
I love that. Laura's just saying, I agree. Best gift. Amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to pop the link in the comments. So yes, you've still got till Friday for anyone sitting on the fence with spells in your ass, maybe. Right? You've heard from Lucie and Rebecca now. Like literally, you get better relationships, better health, promotions. Like this doing the work really does help transform your life. So if you are sitting on the fence, you've got till Friday. We'll put the link in the comments. And like you say, it's that sense of community that you've got unicorns, right? All around supporting. So
absolutely.
Thank you so much for saying yes to going live. You don't like videos, you've been bloody fantastic on the video today. Can I just say?
pushing my kind of envelope of comfortableness, but it's all good.
Exactly. This is you in motion, right? This is the work that you've done and what it's enabling you to go forth and do in your life. Showing up here today and I would just describe it as being cool, calm, and collected.
It's the first time I've ever been called that, but
definitely how you come across. So thank you. I bet you just saying, Donna's saying thank you, so proud, do it. So next, we've got till Friday to sign up. Me and Lucy's going to have a little chit chat once we end this live, but thank you guys, and hopefully we will welcome you into the Reader Online program, and Lucie will be welcome you into the
absolutely.
program. But have a great day, guys. Thank you. Bye.